Afternoon, everyone. Well, not quite. It's still morning, but it's afternoon to me. Jemminz here. Callie with Jemminz is here, and we are ready to soap our 4 soaps that we're going to do. I have everything ready to go, so we're just going to make them one at a time, and we're going to go from there. We should have no problem with any of the oils. These oils I have done mini samples or have done them before. I'm just putting them into this final soap batch that I've done. I've done MP soaps with them, or I've done mini batches, or I've done different things through them. You can go out and watch my previous videos and see what I've actually done with them. I had a request for one, which we're going to do the first one. That one is my Nag Champa. I've had so many requests for it that I'm just going to go ahead and make it and get it up right away too. Here again, it'll be 30 days before we actually launch the site. But you can see that we're really busy trying to get all of these soaps made and ready to go so that when I do launch, I've got product made and ready to sell. And I'm super excited. We are on a push this month to get that done. Today we're doing 4 soaps. I'll probably do, I'm going to try to do 6 to 10 soaps a week to try and get those up. So here we go. Let's get this done. I'm going to turn this down so you can watch what we're doing. I've already pre-done my soap boxes. They're ready to go. Oops, that one had something in it. So I'm going to just keep one out because we're going to use one. I'm going to put the other 3 here. I've already measured out all of my ingredients. So now all I have to do is do them one at a time. I need 3 little vessels because we're going to split this down into 3s. Probably just 2. Do 2 there. I'm going to wipe that out too. Gosh, and here I thought I was all prepared. I've only been up since 4 o'clock this morning trying to get all this prepped. So you know it's going to be a long day when I do that. But I feel good. Got something to eat. Drank my coffee. Well, actually I had a soda. Didn't want to have a coffee this morning. I changed my mind. I'm going to dry this out really quick because we're going to break the batters into this soap. Not gonna measure my product because I already know how much will fit in this. So I'm just gonna pour this in here and get this ready to go. And I know where to stop. There we go. Ooh, I don't have much of that left. Good thing I placed another order and have another one coming in. So there's that. Move that over here. As you can see, I have a lot of projects going on. I'm gonna take a second and move these projects off my area here just to kind of give me a little bit more wiggle room. You can see the projects that we're going to be working on. And I did do another soap the other day. I'm a little disappointed in it. I don't know why this happened, but that beautiful green that we did on one of my soaps completely went to a light brown. I don't know why. It does not have vanilla in it. It was soaked at a low temperature. So I got to go back and recreate that. Thank goodness. Now that's a perfect example of why I normally will do a sample bar with it, which is what I've done with most of these scents, is because I don't know what's going to happen with that bar after a few days. It could completely fail on me, and this one didn't fail on me as a soap. The soap is good. It just turned its color, and I don't know why. So I'm going to have to go and figure that out. That's all right. All right, I've got my kale and clay here. I've got my fragrance oil. I've got my micas. We're going to break them down into a couple colors. Let me grab my lye. Now that we're together, do this one. I'm going to temp it one more time. Can't see it, but the container does not feel hot, so that's a good thing. I'm going to pop this over here. My oils. All right, so now I'm going to take this camera down so you can see what I'm doing here. I hope you can see all right. All right, so pour my oil in here. We're just going to mix everything in this big bucket here. Ooh. I almost spilled that lye. That would not have been a good thing. Note to self, be more careful. All right, so here we go here. not going to break these 4 soap videos down. I'm just going to do them all at once. I'm going to get all this goodness on there. My hand slipped. I almost dropped this. I don't know why, but it leaked out the side there. All right, so I'm going to put this in the sink, get that going with some... Wipe my hands off. All right, I'm going to lay that down. I have my mixer ready to go. And lay that down too. All right, I need my gloves. What did I do with them? Just pull them out because I'm probably going to need several of them. So lye is the one thing you do not want to get on your hands. It will burn and it will hurt. Notice I have long sleeves on, so it can't really hurt. Let's temp this really quick just to make sure it's ready. 79, yep, and my oils are 79, so we're matched, so we're good to go. Okay, we're going to pour this lye right in. That is exactly why we're careful, because that bounced up on me, but it hit my shirt. Should be okay. All right, put that in water, get that soaking. Well, we were on break for about 4 hours. This soap, for some reason, did take a little bit longer to do. I don't know why. It just didn't want to temp down. So now we're going to mix. It's going to get loud. Sorry, you guys. Soap is working really well. Really happy with it. Okay, before I mix this up too much, I'm going to add my kaolin clay. Lift that lid up. Just kind of mix this in a little bit. Mix it a little more to get it mixed up. Be careful not to mix my soap too much this time, only because there's a lot of bubbles in it. All right, that is good. Got a good trace on that. I don't know if you could see that, but that's really good. I don't want to rush this. All right, so I don't want to mix that anymore. I'm going to take that off. And we're going to scrape this off because that's a good trace. That's a good soap. Nice. I wanted to do a light trace or a light mix on this. Just make sure the oils and stuff were mixed, but not too much. Only because I want to be able to work with it a little bit. I'm not going to worry about this too much. We have 4 batches we have to do. And notice I am doing them one at a time. Get that off too. All right, we're good there. Put that down in there. Doing them one at a time because I don't want to have them discolor on me. All right, this is going to be my lighter color. Water all over everything over here. Hands are hurting and I don't know why. All right, I need to, oh, we'll just use this. I'm going to scoop this batter in here so we can color it. There's color 1. Color 2. I'm going to trace this. This is, since it's neg shampoo, I'm going to do colors of purple and blue, and I'll let that sit there for a minute, and then we'll mix it up again, and then we'll pour it all together in this, actually, I want more purple. I think I'll do a larger purple than that. Okay. Here's my scoop. This is a really pretty, this is called Purple Galaxy. It's from, I'm going to do a really dark purple on this one. It's from Crafter's Choice. I absolutely love this color. It's beautiful. And then we're going to mix it up. Oops, got some outside the box there. Nobody said I had to play inside the side box today. All right, I'll behave. It's so much fun. All right, look at that pretty purple. Probably a little darker on your video, but get all that goodness in there. Scrape that down a little bit just to kind of help. I'm going to get the darkness in there in just a sec. I'm just going to mix this just to make sure that it's mixed. I'm going light to dark, that way I don't cross-contaminate my colors. Get on there. My spatula came off. And then we're going to add this really pretty brown. It's kind of like an Egyptian brown. It's called Gingerbread Brown, and it's from, here again, Crafter's Choice. It's where I get all my micas. Cheapest place in town I've been able to find micas. And we're just going to go, it's got a really pretty tint to it. All right, so that one's done. Oh crap, I forgot to add my oil. That's okay, we'll add it. That's why it's going so slow. I'll mix my oils in last. It's okay. It's not a problem. Really pretty. Ooh, I like that gingerbread brown. That's so pretty. Mixture of these 3 colors is going to be great. All right, so let's get just a touch in here. Touch in here. Maybe a little more. And then the rest will go in the big batter. Get that all mixed up here. Oh, it smells so good. I love neg shampoo. It's one of my favorite scents. All right, so I'm going to pour this out. We're going to mix this all in. Have to be careful with fragrances. They sometimes will accelerate your batters. However, I have used this batter before, and I know it won't. So let's pour this in here directly. I want this to be mainly white with accents of pink and yellow. I'm going to wipe my counter off here in a minute anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Whoops. Overspill. Clean up on aisle 20. All right. And all we're doing is just making sure that I have all the gooiness off of here. It just makes it easier for me to clean. I think I've talked about it in my videos before. Makes it really easy. Put that in the sink now because we're done with it. Let's mix. I think I'll just mix this one up next. I'll get another mixer. I'm going to rinse all my dishes off before I do anything else anyway. Oh, it's going to be really pretty when it's done. It's turning out really well. I'm very happy with it. I am just spilling this all over the place today, aren't I? Oh well. It happens. All right, let's mix number 2 up. Make sure all that smells so good. Okay, let's do soap number 2. I'm gonna wipe that up though. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's gonna be pretty. I'll get in and swirl this in a minute, and it filled it right to the top, right where the way I wanted it to. Perfect. That was a perfect batch. Woohoo. I'm gonna have to really gently swirl this one because it's so full. I really can't scrape it. All right, so I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. Where is my pole here? So we're just gonna go down and up, down. I'm just gonna punch these down in a couple places. I did this before and it looked really, really cool. Just mix them up again, come up. Mix, mix, mix. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Come up. There we go. We're just going to do some swirls in there. I don't care what the swirls look like. I think they're going to look beautiful no matter what I do inside, and that's my goal. It doesn't want to scrape off it so much. Put that on the floor so if I spill any more, I can do that. All right, so I'm going to rinse all this stuff off. We're going to go for soap 2 in a minute. Get this all hot, soaked. Doesn't take me very long to clean that up. I will pause the video so you guys don't have to see me do the cleanup. Let that sit for a second or two. Because what I want to do is do a swirl on the top here. Right. I can find what oh, there's my pole. Let's see if this is ready to set itself up. Not quite, almost there. It wants to. It wants to. It's just going to settle itself right back down. So there's no sense me doing this here. It can take a minute or two for that to happen. See, it's just settling itself down, which means it hasn't cooled itself down enough for me to be able to do that. All right, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and work on soap number 2 and let that sit for a minute. And then we'll come back and complete that in a minute. That happens, it's normal. I want to get these soaps done, so we're going to just lay that aside. Put these out of the way because we're done. And we will get soap batter number 2 going as soon as I clean up the water all over my counter here. I'm not sure what I did. All right, reattach my mixer. Let's get soap number 2 going. All right. This is Bahama Berry. Remember we did the sample soaps on this one? There's Bahama Berry, that's the sample soap. We're gonna actually make the full soap now. I have 2 colorants here we're gonna use. I'm gonna pour this out. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the scent. Oops. All right, put that back in there. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can soak this one. And I think I just need 1. I'm going to do the Bahama Berry. I'm going to do it pink with streaks of Lily Pad Green. So this is Sexy Pink Slipper and Lily Pad Green by Crafter's Choice if you want to try and recreate this soap. All right. Let me see if I can do that one more time. Oh, this is ready to go. So let me do this here real quick. See, it doesn't take very long for this stuff to happen. We've got the 3 colors here, the brown, the purple, and the cream. I kind of wanted to do a really fun looking Nag Champa. For those of you that don't know what Nag Champa is, it's a scent that is used in spiritual work. I actually use it quite a bit in my spiritual work. I love using this stuff. If I'm doing Bible study or something else, I use it. Not quite sure what's going on here. So we're gonna bring this up. This looks like a complete mess right now, and I'm not quite sure why. It's not working like I want it to. Well, we're going to pretty it up. It won't look like this when I'm done with it. It just does not want to. This bar will look really pretty when I put the crystals on it. It's not sure what it's doing here. It's weird. Do some swirls on the top. Because it does look like a hot mess right now, and I'm not quite sure why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. All right, I think I'm going to have to watch this soap. I think there's something going on with it. When I did it the first time, it didn't have an issue, but now all of a sudden it is. So I'm not quite sure what that issue is, but that's okay. I know I haven't wasted a bar. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off with the crystals on the top, because I know once I put that on there, it'll look better. I'm just hoping the inside of it turns out okay. I like adding these crystals or these rocks onto my soaps because it kind of gives it a little bit of a a little bit of a just dust this on. There we go. Give it kind of a celestial feel to it. I'll have to rinse my hands off. All right, there's soap number 1, Nag Champa. I know it looks like a complete mess, but it really isn't. Where'd my paper towels go? Clean off the edges here and it'll look better. There we go, that's looking better. Looked like a hot mess, but I think it's just because of the way it was forming up. Okay, soap number 1 done. Rinse my hands off here. Set that aside. Because I have animals, I'm going to pop this over here and get away from them. All right, that actually, the more I look at it, the more it looks really pretty. So it's going to be a good soap. All right, so let's get our second batter ready to go here. Let's see. Bowl. Oil. Pull my lye over here in a second. This turned out really well. Now, I normally don't soap in plastic, but my other, 77, we're good to go. I normally don't soap in plastic, but this is rated a high rating, so it was okay. But I try to avoid it if all possible. It just makes it, I don't know. Plastic and lye just don't necessarily mix to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Could be the mini scientist in me. All right, so we're going to pour batch number 2 in. along really well. If I can keep from spilling the stuff on me. How do I clean up my tools? Well, I like to pop them in my dishwasher. And everybody's going to go, no, you can't do that. I was like, oh, yes, I can. Or I hand wash them. And usually I hand wash them with Dawn dish soap. It actually helps to do that. Dawn dish soap is really good for getting rid of grease. And I find that when I do that, it helps. All right, so that's going in there. Pop that in my counter over here. Put another glove on. Put my blender in. I'm going to put my blender in here and pour it down my blender this time. That way it doesn't splash up on me. It didn't hurt my shirt or me any, but that is the reason why I have gloves or something on, is because it can splash and you don't want that to happen. Ah, my hands are wet. I can't get my glove on. Oh, okay, got it on. Boy, that took a little bit. That's okay. And this time I will put my oils in first, and then I will do my batters. Okay, so we're going to pour this slow, slow, slow on my stick. That way we don't have any splash ups. And I am safe. I think I'll use plastic more often. It actually gets all the stuff out of it. All right. Let's do this. Batch number 2. I know you can't see it because this is a actually, we're there. Perfect. All right, take that off again. That did not take too long this time. That is a good thing. Scrape all this off. Get all that goodness off. Here again, I'm not going to wash that off because I'm just going to turn around and use it here again in a second. We're going to pour my, I'm going to hand mix this in this time. That way I don't overmix this mix. It's a really good mix and I want to keep it that way. I already know that this particular scent is not going to over-scent my, accelerate my batters at all. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in. That smells good. Yeah, I'll pour it in there. Good. Put that in my soapy water to get that cleaning up. This is a good batter too. All right, since I'm only going to split this down to 2 colors and I want the main color to be pink. Put that in there. I'm just going to pour a little bit of that in here. And we'll put the green in this one. I'll just leave my gloves on. Oh, where's the lid for that? With my gloves on, I can't, it's not easy for me to take that off. All right, there's the green. These are really pretty. I like these 2 colors. Oh, I already did that one. All right, so let's do, there's my scooper. Scoop, there it is. Clean that off. All right, so let's do green. Wipe that off. And then this one I probably will add a little more. Yeah, because I want this to be really pink. All right. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, sometimes it goes to the side of the thing. You just have to mix it. I found that the more you mix and the more you drag it off the side, the more it goes. That looks like a melon. I'm going to add a little bit more to this, only because I want that to be a little bit more pink. I could add a little bit of titanium dioxide in this, but I'm not going to. I actually like this pink, and I found that after I did it the other day, this pink actually went really pink. All right, so that's good to go. I can pour that batter in. Let's get this little one going. Where's my little mixer? Ah, where'd my little mixer go? I guess I'll just use this. Mix that in. Can't find my little whisk. It's all right. This will be my accent color. I'll show you what I did before, because when I bring my box over. Ew, that looks so pretty. I like that. All right, so that's done. We're gonna seal that up. Get that out of here. Wipe that down. So here's my original box. Wipe that goo up. With did a different pink this time. I did more of a melon pink, so it's going to turn out a little bit differently. But I actually like this melon pink better. And I love this green. So we are going to grab my box, which is right behind me. All right, here we go. Remember, I want the pink as my dominant color. And I want, get another paper towel in a minute. A bigger whisk I like to mix out. Just makes it easier. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna pour this in. And then we'll do the green accent. It's gonna be really pretty. I can already tell by looking at it. Look at that pretty melon. I'm going to turn this around just a little bit because I need to be able to pour this in. And that's soap number 2 we got going. Had to go to a different angle to get the rest of that out of there. It just doesn't want to clean out. Let's see if I can scrape it really hard this time. There we go. Got it. Okay, there's soap number 2. Now let's put the green in. This green has a little bit of like glitter in it, so it's really pretty when it's done. Ooh, it has really green streaks in it. It's really pretty. I like this. This is going to be a pretty soap. I cannot wait to get this finished. Okay, so now I'm just going to scrape and pour right on the top there. I really wanted it down the center, that's why I did it that way. I'm going to streak it in here in just a minute. Really pretty. All right. A little bit of soap left over, but that's okay. All this. Put those dots down there and there. That's soap number 2. Halfway there, folks. We're almost to the end. All right. Let's rinse that back out again. Okay. Now we're going to streak. Go. Yeah, I'll use this end. All right, so I'm going to do a little technique here. Twirl it one way. This will help get that green down inside, and then I'm going to turn it around the other way. Do it back the other way. That way we get the colors streaking through it, and it'll look really pretty. And then I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to do it back the other way. All I'm doing is just distributing the colors into it. And instead of doing what I just did, I'm just going to do this. Plop it down in one spot. All right, there's soap number 2. That one is our wild berry melon that we recreated. There you go. So that's really cool. This is not done yet. We're going to let this sit for a moment or two, and then we'll do our twirl on the top, and then I'll put our glitter on. I'm going to clean up really fast while that does its process. Clean my utensils off really quick while I got a chance. I am not going to put this glitter on the top of it. It's got, I only did it for the other one because I wanted a little bit more of a celestial feel to it. It's my customers asked it for it. So that's what I did. Just helping my customers out there. All right. Let's see if this is ready to do its thing. It should be. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. It's kind of going down a little bit. I'm still going to do it anyway. And I'm going all the way down for a reason. I want to try and get that green down in that bottom. This one may not rise up as much as the others, but that's okay. It looks really, really pretty. I'm really happy with it. Oh, let me get that corner. I don't know how I missed that. These colors are mixing so sweetly. And this is going to be a pretty bar when it's done. Yeah, see, it's not high. It's not solidifying up enough. I have to wait another moment or two and then do it again. And that's okay. I like the twirl of the colors on the top of this. Really shows you what the soap is all about. By bringing up that pink on top of that green, look at how pretty that is. Yeah, now it's starting. Whoops, overspill. Get that back in there. Oh, just push it in. That's one thing I like about the soaps. When they get to this stage, they're workable. Scrape that all down in there. Woohoo! All right, we'll let it sit for a second and then we'll do it again. It's almost there. Okay, let's try it one more time. I think we're ready to do the final. Yep, we are. It just does not want to build up right now. Maybe if I just take it from the top. Oh, there we go. If I take it from the top, it works better. Don't worry about seeing the green on the top. It's going to actually come back later. Let me do this a little bit over here. Probably won't even see it anyway by the time I add the stuff on the top of it. Yeah, that's building up really nice. Look at that. Those pretty colors. Now we're going to go this side. I'm not going to go as deep this time. Now all I'm trying to do is just kind of build up a little bit of a mountain mound so I can put the crystals down the center so it looks really pretty. I'm so happy that I finally got my processes done and I'm able to do this now. Just do a little bit on the top there. All right, there we go. Good enough. Take this down the center. You won't even see it, and that helps clean that off for the next time. All right, I am going to have to take, well, yeah, I'm going to have to take my glove off to do this process. All right, there's soap number 2. I'm just going to label these down the center. I'm doing my signature. This one didn't top up as enough as the others did, but that's okay. And I'm doing my signature rock salt on the top. I like putting the rock salt on the top. It kind of gives you oops, shoot, I didn't want to do that. Gives you a little bit of a scrubbing issue, or a scrubbing thing. Gives you a little bit of scrubber when you're washing your hands. You might get the word out yet. I've only been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and I am a little tired, but not as tired as I should be. All right, there we go. There's soap number 2. That is Bahama Berry. I'm going to move this, or not Bahama Berry, excuse me. That is Wild Berry Melon. And that is soap number 2. All right, let's do a quick cleanup, and we'll do soap number 3. And we're going to do the mango. This is a mango here again. Similar colors only, but this is a mango. So we're going to do Mango Madness. Pour that in there so we can get that going. Here again, I'm not weighing this out. I know my measurement in my cups, so I don't need to do that. All right, so this is what the original looked like. This was a melt and pour that I did. And these are going to be available here really quickly because they've been sitting for a while. And this is a really pretty melon, a mango melon. But I wanted to brighten it up a little bit and give it a little bit more, a little less of an orange and more of a pinkish color. But it will go down. I'm not going to put as much mica in it as I would the other. Maybe I'll just do this one as a single color. It's so pretty. I like this color. Oh, look at that color in there. Look at that. I think I will. I'm just going to do this as a 1 note, not that green. Because I have the other soap that's almost similar to itself. So let's just do a 1 note soap and I'll show you how that works. And we'll do that. All right, so let's get soap number 3 going. Halfway there, people. I'm just going to pour this right in. Not even going to bother bringing it over. I'm just going to pour it right in. That'll save us a little bit of time. Woohoo! I hope you're having fun this morning. I'm having a blast making these soaps. I've been wanting to get these soaps done for a while, and I just got up yesterday and said, I'm just going to push myself today. So we're doing a push to get these soaps in and done and ready for the grand opening of the business. Well, not really grand opening because I'm already selling, but the website is definitely needing to get done, so we'll do that. I'm going to move this on this side so I don't knock that over. Get the mica color. That is so pretty. I like that orange. That's going to really pop that mango. Okay, mix this up just a little bit. Pour that in there for a minute. Get this put back on. That in there. I'm going to rinse that off really fast because it's all right. My whisk. All right. pull another glove out. Oops, tore a little bit. All right, my lye is at 77%. We're going to pour this directly in. Okay, put some water in that. All right, take that glove off now. I couldn't get it quite on and it was driving me crazy, so I just took it off. All right, so let's get this mixed up. Here again, it's going to get a little loud. Wasn't wanting to come to a trace, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm still seeing oil streaks in it. Let me mix it one more time. I think we got it this time. Seeing a little bit, but not much. There we go. This batter cooled down a little more than the other one, so it took a little bit longer time to get itself going. That happens. It's not a big deal. All right. I need to get that last little bit out of there. All right. Let's see how this looks. Actually looks really good. All right, I'm going to add my coloring in. I'm not going to add as much in this time, just a little bit, and then I'm going to mix it up with my mixer. Because I actually, ooh, look at that. Because I actually just want a really light color. This is a little bit more pink than I wanted, but maybe this batter will dumb it down a little bit. Yeah, actually it is. Let me put a little bit more in. I think that'll be enough. Yeah, there we go. Didn't want it to be a really dark pink, but I did want to do just a single note on it. Okay, let's add my kale and clay in this. This will actually help mellow that color out a little bit. I found that when I add the kale and clay in, it kind of takes that color and mild it. And look, it's turning it. It's a dark melon, but it's a melon color, and it's really pretty. I actually like this. This worked out to be perfect. Throw that kale and clay in there. We got plenty of time to work. I went to a light trace, not a medium trace. And what that means is I mixed it just enough for the oils to be completely mixed, but I didn't mix it any further than that. The reason for that is I wanted to be able to have a little bit of time to work with this. And I got that time. Clean our utensils off here. All right, so now cover that up because we're done with it. Okay, pick that up. Ah, I got mica all over my counter now. It's all right. I'll clean it up later. All right, so now let's add our fragrance oil. Smells so good. This one, when it's done, it just smells fantastic. I love the scent of my mango. I love this Mango Madness. I got it from New Directions in case you're interested in it. It has such a good mango flavor that it's really good. I love this mango flavor. All right, let's pour this. Now you see we have a one note. That's exactly what I wanted. I could add glitter or something into it, but I don't want to do that. We're just going to pour this directly into our molds here. Get rid of this for a second. Drip. Try not to do that. Get ready for our last one we're going to do. And grab my spatula. Get that. A little bit darker than I wanted, but I really like it. It just want to settle in. Ooh, heaping up a little bit. All right. Let that sit for a minute. This one I will set because it's light. And it's, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna let this one sit for a minute. There's the original soap, so I don't, if you can see it. So there's that one. I'm gonna take that and put it in the other bin. All right, bring over my last one. This one's gonna be a 3-color soap. So this one will break it down a little bit further. This one I will also do to a light trace. Okay, so I started talking about traces, but then I got off track. My apologies. So all I did is mix it to a light trace, which means the mix is light. It's not like a thick pudding. And then so that I could work with it a little easier. Let's clean this off. Got to do laundry here after we're done here. So I'm just going to throw this in the laundry. It doesn't hurt the laundry at all. Just fine. Oh yeah. I'm just going to do this really quick. Looks like it might settle down a little bit. I don't have to go too high with it. Build up this one side real quick, and then I'll go do the other side. Yeah, it looks like it's pushing over on the other side, but that's okay. We'll get it. Okay. And we'll do this side. Look at that pretty mango soap. It smells so good in here. Smells like mangoes. And that's what we wanted. Yeah, look at this soap. It's set up so perfectly. Look at that. I'm going to turn it around and do it one more time because those turned out really pretty. Let's see if I can do that with this. Nope, it's not going to do it, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to have... Oh, that side was perfect, and now I can't get this side to do it. That's okay. I'm just going to throw on the glitter pieces, and it'll, down the center, it'll look really pretty. Scrape that edge off. Whoops! Not like that, but like that. Put that on the end. Do this side too without disturbing that perfect side. All right, there you go. There's our mango soap. Just take that off here real quick. Let's put the glitters on it. This turned out absolutely beautiful. I'm very happy with it. Here again, just piling up my signature glitters and rock salt. This is going to sell really well. At least I hope it does. If you're interested in this soap, these soaps, all of my soaps will be released about the end of June. They take about 30 days to sit, and then I do release them. And then we'll be good. Look at that. River of crystal. A little bit of crystal on top, see if I can get it on my hands, and then just sprinkle on the top there. All right, there's our mango soap. That's soap number 3. Oops, I forgot to clean it up, but I will in a minute. All right, let me rinse my hands off with this glitter. Last soap. This one is going to be fun. I wanted to save this one for last. This was the Ocean Breeze that we did a little while ago. Here is the soap that we're going to do. I'm not going to do this one. We're going to actually do a full mountain of it. And these are the 3. Here's 2 of the colors. This one I am going to do a 3. I'm going to do the blue as the main. And then these 2 will tie into it. And it's going to look really pretty. I cannot wait to do this one. Let me grab another glove. I'm not going to temp them. I already know they're at temp. Oops. Helps to put the glove on the right way, huh? My hands are a little wet, so they're sticky. All right, so this one, I need 2 more vessels to mix those colors. So I'm going to get 1, 2. Okay, that's good enough. I don't need to worry about it. All right, so there's my 2 vessels plus my 3rd one. I already know this oil is at temp, so I'm not going to worry about it. All I'm going to do is put it in. Yes, I caught the drip this time. Last time I did it, it dripped down the back, and I was like, oh no, don't do that. But it did. It's all right. That happens. All right. Last soap. Put that one in the sink. I'm going to pour this out here. I'm not going to mix this up yet. I just poured that in there so I can get this ready. I'm going to add a little bit more of this fragrance to this time, only because I discovered that I love this scent, and I wanted a really strong scent on this oil. So it's a little bit higher than normal. I'm within my range, so it's not an issue. Okay. There's my dark blue. I'm going to get these all ready to go. Oh, that one's tight. Okay, got it. Got online this morning to get my reds ordered for Christmas. For some reason, I forgot to order them the other morning. I was not happy about myself, but hey, life happens. All right. Now, even though I like the original color on those bars, I wanted to go a little bit different route. I wanted to make those 3. I don't know if you can see them or not. I wanted to make those 3. There they are. There's the 3 colors. Make those 3 colors because they were so pretty. All right, so let's move that out of the way for a second. I'm going to take that to go back, wipe my area. I'm going to go get my last lye bucket. And I'm just going to pour it down this. Here again, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not scraping the bowl. And I will show you this in a minute, because this is a really good example of why I don't do my bowls. Okay, so you see that ash ring in there, that white? I don't scrape it because of that. If I get that in my soap, it's going to muddle it up and make it really weird. So I don't do that. But I do put cold water in my bowls and clean them up that way. I try to make them sit within 24 hours. And that helps to neutralize that soap. I'm going to mix this up gently just so we've got it, and then I will get it going on a... Whew, I'm getting hot here. That's okay. Take my flops off. You guys can't see down below there, but all right. So let's get this last bowl. This should go together a little bit easier because I'm in a smaller bowl. Sometimes with those bigger bowls, it makes it worse. Okay, so almost there. All right, there we go. Last soap made. Let's get it colored and in our containers. All right. Yep, that's ready to go. Aside there, I'm gonna pop this down in my water. I'm gonna take these gloves off because I don't need them now. Wearing those rubber gloves makes me so hot sometimes. Oh! All right, let's pour our, I'm just gonna do this all at once. It's not gonna hurt anything. My oil, there since our last one. Where is my kale and clay? Get that mixed in here. That done. Let's get, I'll just mix this one up real quick. I'm not gonna rush on this one. I know that it's not gonna accelerate. Actually, this batter is actually behaving perfectly. Incorporated really good. Beautiful scent. All right, pull that out. Get that over here. All right, I'm gonna pour a little bit in here. Okay, and we're gonna go here. Okay, let's get my other bowl. Let's get the dark in there. Oh, this soap almost accelerated too much. I'm gonna have to get this down in its thing. I have not had that happen with the soap. I don't know why it's doing this. Did not have that happen when I made it the last time. I don't know why it did this. But if I don't do this now, I'm gonna lose this soap. I still have a little bit of time, but I am definitely gonna lose it if I don't hurry. All right, so, and you can see how that's solidified up pretty quick. And I've not had this soap do that before, so I'm not sure why it's doing it, but it did. So let me get this down in here. I'll have to make the other two up really fast too, and we'll just try to when I made this recipe the last time, it did not do this. I do not know why it's doing it now. In fact, I had the perfect soap the last time. But that's okay. I can still work with it. It's not a problem. I just have to work with it a little bit faster to get those colors in and mixed. And maybe what I'll do is I'll just do an open, do a layered, just because of what's happened here. Yeah, look at that. It's already pudding, and it's not supposed to do that. All right, so let me do a tap on this one. All right, That one got tapped in. It's still workable. I mean, I haven't lost it. I just have to do a little bit. I just have to work a little bit harder to get the colors mixed in, and that's okay. Let's just go ahead and do that real fast, because I was not expecting that to happen. And then I'm just gonna, okay. Oh yeah, look at this. This is already done. I don't know that I can get this mixed in. Look at this. Oh no, as I'm mixing it, it's working. I do not know why this soap did this. This did not happen before. This is exactly the reason why I do sample bars. But here again, when I did my original sample bar, it didn't do this. I do not know why it did this. I'm using a different lye. That might be the issue. I'm just going to scrape this off. My other lye. All right, so let's get this poured in. The soap is still pliable. I can still get this in. It's not a problem. And I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to get it spooned in so I can get the top on it. And I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to leave it as a 3-layer. It'll be fine. It'll look really nice, actually. When I go to do the swirl, I'll swirl it up to the top so you can actually see all the colors. A little disappointed, but you know what? We've got a soap. It saved itself. It could be the temperature in my house. It could be a million things that why this did this. I like this little color of blue in it because it kind of is giving it. All right, so let's do this last one then. Get this to mix. Barely. It's okay. I'm getting it to mix. It's not easy, but it's mixing. There we go. It seems like if I mix it, it actually works. There we go. I'll put this one on top. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I am trying to concentrate on this because I don't want to lose the soap. All right, so there we go. Not quite sure why it did that, but it's okay. We saved it. The soap is fine. It'll be just fine. Let me go outside. I'll get real quick. Okay, so yeah, I can't even bring it up to do anything with it. Let me see if I can just kind of make an ocean wave here. Might be able to. Trying to do an ocean wave here. It's getting there. I'm trying. Oh, here we go. New technique. Ocean waves. Kind of a little bit of a peak. I didn't really want that peak, but at this point I think that the best thing for me to do is just do this. Let's see if I can swirl this down in. It's still workable. All I'm trying to do is just trying to make get some of it to go down in. streaks back and forth, waves back and forth. There we go. Actually, that's not really too bad. All right, now let's see if I can do the top now. I might be able to do a little bit of a topping. Nope, I should have just left it the way it was. It just does not want to top. All right. Okay, what can I do here? Let me think. I got a minute or two yet. I can't peek it a little bit. I don't really want those peaks. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swirl this on top. It doesn't want to work for me. I'm a little disappointed, but you know what? Sometimes that happens. I'm going to try one more thing. All my colors are mixed up on the top, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Sometimes you can make beautiful out of ugly, but I don't know that I can do anything with this, unfortunately. May not be able to do a thing. Okay. I'm just going to do this, and then I'll put the crystals down the middle, and it won't be a big deal. I can't do much more with this, unfortunately. I don't know why this did this. When I did this soap originally, it didn't do this, so I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. But if I bring it up and make a little bit of ocean wave, it'll be really pretty. Turn it around. I don't like those peaks, but at this point, there's not much I can do about it. So we'll just make an ocean peak. This is an ocean breeze, so that's okay. Put that at the end, put that one at the end, clean up my edges here, and we'll just go with it. I still think it's going to be a pretty soap when it's done. I don't think we're going to have an issue. Too much of it. It's just, it won't curl like I want it to. It's just going to do a high peak. So we'll just let it peak. That's what it wants to do. Let's let it do it. All right. Enough messing with it. I really can't do anything more. All right. Soap seized up a little bit faster than normal. I do not know why, but we were able to save it. And you saw me try, so there's that. Let's put the glitter down the center and we'll see what we got here. I think we're going to be okay. Oh yeah, put that glitter in there. It'll be fine. Didn't do what I wanted it to do, but hey, it does not matter. This is a sea breeze, and I think you'll get the idea of it now. Put a few rocks on the outside there, kind of make it look like it's an ocean. There you go. I'm okay with it. It's not what I wanted, but it works. Let me clean up the edges. And it'll be all right. The scent's there. The soap is there. It just accelerated faster than I had expected. I did not have that when I made this soap originally. I don't know why it did it this time. It could be the house. We are a little warm in here right now, so it could be that the house just got warmed up a little faster than normal. All right. Okay, we got ocean waves. I don't care. It looks great. I'm happy with it. Let me rinse my hands off, and then I'll bring the others back over, and you can take a look at all four of them together. Get a fresh washcloth, too. Take some of these dirty dishes away, and then I'll bring all four of them over. down on my bucket real quick. I have a bucket sitting next to me. I put everything in there. It makes it much easier. All right. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. Perfect. All right. Despite what just happened, I am very happy with that soap. It is pretty and I really like it. And I have no complaints with it whatsoever. It's really pretty. It's got a really pretty color to it. I can't wait to actually break into it and find out what the other colors look like. But there you have it, you guys. There's all 4 of the soaps. We have Nag Champa, we have the Berry Melon, we have the, I forgot the other one, and then the Ocean Breeze. So there you go. 4 soaps in an hour, 20 minutes. Well, actually it took longer than that because I started getting the lye ready together at 4 o'clock this morning. So it was a lot of work. So we've got 4 more soaps to go in our site and a lot more to come. I'm going to separate these out so there's air in between them, and then they will cool down for tonight. I will cut them up tomorrow sometime if I'm not fishing. Depends on the weather. If I'm fishing tomorrow, I will not be cutting tomorrow. I need to though, because I want to try and cut them up within 24 hours, but there we go. All right, you guys. 4 more soaps are done and ready for the website. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. These soaps will sell very well. So here we go. I am tired. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning doing all these soaps, so you can see that it's taken a lot of process to do these, and it's a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, even though I'm tired, it's a good tired. I'm happy. This all really turned out to be the best thing that it could happen, and I'm pretty sure that when these are done and over with, they'll be good. They're going to be really pretty. You can see already they're starting to dry off. They're even nice and cool. A couple of them aren't even hot, so that's a good thing. So we're going to let the saponification or the solidifying of these soaps happen. And then tomorrow, if I have a chance tomorrow, I will do another video and open and cut these up and get them ready into their buckets and get them ready to sit for the next week or month. And then these will be ready to sell at the end of June. So look for these releases in June on the website. Fingers crossed I have that website up. I'm really working really hard, you guys. I swear to God. If they're not on my website directly, I will have them up on either eBay or Bonanza or another site. I will have something up and they will be selling. So I'm excited. Thanks, you guys, for putting up with me these past couple of hours. This has been a lot of fun. I cannot thank you enough for joining me, and I wish you all the best. And I hope that you get into soaping if you want to make your own soaps, or if you don't want to make soaps and you're interested in these, look for these at the end of June. If they look like they're ready to release sooner, then I will release them sooner, but generally 30 days, which means today's what, the 23rd, 22nd, which means they won't be ready until June 22nd. So there you go. Thanks everybody for joining me. Peace, love, joy. Have a good afternoon. Bye.